"Move your rusted truck, old man, you're blocking my Harley." The biker's voice cut through the gas station parking lot like a blade, loud enough to turn heads and quiet conversations. His boots thudded across the pavement as he marched toward a dusty old pickup truck, parked by the pump. Behind the wheel, a frail, silver-haired man slowly stepped out, wearing a faded cap, stitched with the words, "World War II veteran." "What is this? A museum on wheels? This ain't a nursing home, Pops." The veteran didn't flinch. He was thin, slow, skin paper thin, but when he looked up, there was steel in his eyes. "Son, you're gonna want to back up," he said calmly, without a hint of fear. The biker, sleeveless leather vest, tattoos up his arms, mirrored sunglasses, laughed and took another step forward, now towering over the man. By this point, people had started watching. A mother pulled her kid closer. A store clerk froze mid-step with a soda in hand. Two teenagers recording with their phones whispered, "This is about to go viral." The biker leaned in. "Or what? You gonna swing that cane at me?" He flicked the brim of the old man's veteran cap. "Come on, tough guy, show me that military pride." The veteran didn't say a word. Instead, he simply stood straight slowly, but with purpose, and looked the biker directly in the face. He took off the cap and held it against his chest. His voice, when it came, was quiet. "The last time someone talked to me like that, I was storming the beaches in Normandy," and he didn't live to finish his sentence. The biker blinked. "What did you say?" "I said I've buried better men than you before I was 20, the old man replied. "And I'll do it again if I have to." Now the crowd was growing. A few truckers stepped out of their rigs. Another biker nearby, one with a POW patch, started walking over. The tension was thick, but the veteran didn't budge. He wasn't raising his fists. He wasn't shouting. He just stood there, chest out, cap in hand, unshaken. Suddenly, a younger man in a leather jacket stepped between them. "Back off, Jay," he told the first biker. "You don't know who you're talking to." "And you do?" Jay barked. "Yeah," the man nodded. "That's Sergeant Frank Delaney. He's a decorated war hero. 2 Bronze Stars, Purple Heart. Saved an entire unit after his convoy was hit. My granddad served with him in Korea. Said he was the bravest man he ever knew." Jay looked around. All eyes were on him now. People weren't filming him because he was winning, they were filming because he was the fool. The old man still hadn't raised his voice. "You think being loud makes you strong?" he asked. "You think patches and chrome give you power? Son, discipline is power. Restraint is power. Respect is power." Jay's jaw tightened. He looked down, then back up. But something had shifted. His fists unclenched. His ego had been seen and shattered. "I didn't know," he mumbled. "You didn't ask," Frank replied. There was a long silence. Then, without a word, Jay stepped back, turned toward his bike, and walked away. No roar, no reply, just silence. And as he left, the crowd slowly began to applaud, not for the drama, but for the man who stood his ground without throwing a single punch. One of the teens filming turned her camera to her face and said, "He's 92 and just shut down a guy 3 times his size. This is going on everywhere." The younger man in the leather jacket turned to Frank. "You okay, Sergeant?" Frank smiled, eyes softening. "I've faced worse than a loud mouth in a parking lot, but thank you, son." As the people began to disperse, the mother with the child approached and placed a small folded flag sticker in Frank's palm. "My father served too," she said, eyes glistening. "Thank you for not just what you did back then, but what you just did now." Frank looked down at the sticker, then up at the child. He knelt slowly, stiff knees and all, and handed the flag back to the boy. "You hold on to this, but don't ever mistake silence for weakness. That's a lesson for life. True strength isn't loud, it doesn't wear chains or shout threats. It stands still. It speaks softly. And sometimes, the most powerful man in the room is the one who's lived long enough to teach respect without raising a hand. Before we end this story, let us know in the comment, where are you watching from? If this story moved you, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more powerful stories like this one. You never know, the next one might just change your life.